thing I like about Mob is how likable and relatable he is. Like, he's just this social. Am I cutting out again?
No, you good.
Like, he's just this socially awkward kid trying to find his way around, and he's so shy. But we know that there's this whole other beast inside of him, and when that percentage ticks up, you know some shit's about to go down.
Yeah, so the percentage usually happens when it's like, with something that emotionally, it has to be on an emotional level, triggers Mob. So usually they show it as rage and sorrow. Is there anything else I'm missing with that?
There's a whole bunch of, like, it could be any one of it. It could be any one of his emotions.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be negative.
Yeah, that's true. But most of I'm pretty sure.
Most of the time it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you want to add with Shigeo?
But that's my take. That's my take on Mob. He's such a sweet kid. He's so powerful.
I think one of the things I do want to add on to that is that especially around like season 2, I believe is when this happened, is that when you start to hang out with people, right, and just start to pretty much sort of build a social life, and he left Reagan. We'll get to Reagan later, but when he started to kind of grow up in terms of being more social, and I really like that. I really like that how he, like, because it was like a general progression what was happening, because slowly but surely he started to make more friends. Like his little brother likes him now, and like, well, he likes them, but we'll get to him too later. But like, I think you get what I mean, right?
Yeah. He has a good character. He has a good character arc.
Yeah.
And character development when it comes to them.
And a lot of it honestly has to do because of Reagan. But
yeah.
But I think that's pretty much all I gotta say. He's a pretty solid. He's a solid character. I do like him. I definitely do like him.
Yep.
All right, let's move on to everyone's favorite character, because he is mine, Reagan. Dude, this man, bro.
At first, you think. Oh wait, you go first. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Reagan is actually the other. I would say probably one of the main cast too. So he's supposed to be Mob's master, but the thing is that he has no psychic powers. In a sense, he's a scam artist, right? Where he pretends to use all these psychic powers here and there, and uses Mob for his job. But the thing is that as the story goes on, you also see like some backstories between him and Mob, where like how Mob was just really scared about using his powers, and like Reagan kind of like helped him become more social too. Like he kind of helped him grow. But really, where it really came in was like that character moment where Mob showed up to Reagan, and
the press conference, right?
Yeah, the press conference, right? The press conference where like where he goes and like he realizes all this really has no meaning. Like he's realizing his stuff about his family, what's going on, and then he looks at Mob, and then he says, "You really have grown up, haven't you, Mob?" That right there was, oh my god, that was crazy. Oh, but like the chemistry between the two, like, because Reagan is Mob's master, but in terms of like building a social life in a sense, not in terms of psychic powers in a social life. And the thing is that like, I think that hints to say that Mob pretty much knows that Reagan isn't like legit, like a real psychic. But like, again, I'm not too sure about that, because like Reagan was like saying some stuff here and there, so like it was still kind of crazy. Alright, but I talked enough. There are some more moments, but I want Parzival to say something.
Alright, so Reagan, right? At first, you think the man is just gonna be the comic relief of the show, but he is the soul and heart of this entire show. This show would not work without Reagan. because Reagan brings out the best in Mob, and Mob brings out the best.
Wait, pause.
You don't.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, am I cutting out again?
Yeah, now you're good. I don't know what's
okay.
happening, but it's probably
Okay.
internet issues.
I'm gonna try to sit as close as I can to my computer.
Okay.
That might happen. But yeah, Reagan. There's so much to love about Reagan. Like, can I just mention his special moves? They're the best.
Yo, dude, like there was a moment where like in the season, I think it was the season finale where like Reagan quote unquote died, and Mob just like lost it. But it turns out the Mob gave like all his power to Reagan, and I was like, Reagan became so powerful and a psychic, and you became boss, bro. You became boss. That was like the greatest, and like the fight scene for that was like the greatest season for I ever seen, bro. Yo, that was Reagan, though. Reagan.
That's my favorite scene in the whole show of this new season.
I think my second favorite for Master Reagan was like when they were dealing with that teleporter dude. And like Mob was coming in, and then like Master, and like the thing is, this guy was so strong, and all the other Espers are having such a hard time. And then Master Reagan, who has no psychic powers, just comes in out of nowhere and just like
punches him.
I was like, "Yo, gang him!" Like it was over.
No, I had to pull up some names of those special moves because they are literally amazing.
Yeah, so say it, man.
One of my favorites was Hypnosis Punch, where he literally says he's hypnotizing you, and he walks up to you. I think he takes out his pocket watch, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm hypnotizing you. And then he just walks up to them and straight up sucker punches.
Yo, oh my god. And I think like also Reagan also got like a very little bit of psychic power to the point where he could see Dimple, which is like the green ghost that you see on the image. But we'll get to him later. I think he's next up actually. After
and I guess I also love Graphic Exorcism. Do you remember that one?
Wait, which one was that?
That's funny. It's the one where like let's say clients come to him and they bring a photo of some ghost.
Oh, right, and then he photoshopped that.
And then he photoshopped.
Yo, wait, dude. What was the move where like I think it was like one of the old dudes and like he was like possessed and like he goes like Reagan kick, like Reagan exorcist kicks, like just kicks.
Oh yeah, I have that one up too. Let me see. Oh, it's anti-possession jumping knee strike.
Yo, Reagan though. Reagan was the bomb, honestly. Reagan was absolutely the bomb. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he was. What else was there with Reagan? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, and then after like all the stuff he did, he gained like so much respect from people that actual experts and could probably one-shot him. But they all fear him because they all think he's just that powerful. And they're like just thinking because they can't feel anything, it's just because they can't comprehend the power that is Reagan. But well, that shit was fire. That shit was fire. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So
one of my other favorite moments has to be where after Mob comes back to Reagan and saves him
from the press conference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, Mob, you always knew. And he's like, oh.
Wait. You cut there. Repeat that.
Oh, okay. I've always known that you were a good friend.
Yeah. Yo.
That was so good.
It wasn't a good friend. It was like a good person. But either way, it's still like holy moly. Oh, Master Reagan, bro. Master Reagan. Okay, so you got anything else to add on him?
That's it for Reagan.
Alright, let's move on to Dimple. Okay, he's the green ghost that you see next to in the picture. So you start this one off.
Alright. So Dimple. When you first meet Dimple, he's like this super buff super powerful spirit has been like terrorizing. But where was he in the school, right? Or was he in the school?
I think it was like a cult. Right? Like, it was like a cult with like people that are having worries.
Yeah. They get taken to like the girl from his middle school tells him about it, and she takes him down there, and then that's how Mob learns about Dimple, and then he completely wrecks Dimple. So Dimple goes down to being a little spirit.
Yeah.
Dimple, I don't know. Dimple's cool, I guess. I don't know how I feel about Dimple. Like, he's cool, and I guess he's fine. Yeah, Dimple has some good moments that I remember. Like, you remember that one Claw member? That,
Oh, the dude that can, like, take spirits in? Like, in the bottle?
Yeah, I like that part where he's like, alright, I'm trapping you all in here. Whichever one of you makes it out alive will be my next partner.
Right.
And then Dimple makes it out alive.
Right. Like, Dimple, I think because his whole purpose is that after he lost to Mob, he's now always with Mob, and he's just trying to like possess his body. But as time went on, like, he started to become friends with Mob and like kind of give him advice, and now like they're pretty much friends in a sense.
They are
with Riksu too. Like, they're pretty much friends now, and with Reagan, of course.
Yeah, like he's sort of reluctantly friends with them.
But
now he's actually, like, before not much, but like now totally.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, so that's all I gotta say about Dimple. You?
Alrighty, who's next?
Riksu, the younger brother of Mob. Okay, so let me start this off. Yo, Riksu though is a fantastic character. Like, the way it is that he's like the younger brother of Mob. So Mob thinks that his younger brother, because Mob is shy, he's not good at sports, he has bad grades, but Riksu, he has amazing grades, he has good sports, and like he's like in the student council.
Popular.
Right, he's very popular. But the thing is that Riksu is very fearful and jealous of his older brother because he has psychic powers while Riksu does not. And that caused an inferiority complex where it started to crush him. And it got to the point where, like, I think they're doing like some bad stuff with the student council. One of the dudes, it was bad stuff, but it was like corruption in the sense that they were trying to what's the word? They were trying to frame they were trying to basically pin all these bad acts on people who had done bad stuff in the past so that they'd get expelled, right? Right.
But they hadn't necessarily done the things that they were accusing them of.
Right.
They planted evidence and things like that.
Right. Okay. Right. Yeah. So one of the things is that there was like this moment where, like, obviously because of that, he kept trying to bend the spoon, trying to gain those psychic powers. Eventually, with the help of Dimple, he was able to awaken those psychic powers. And then, during the moment he awakened the psychic powers, he just, like, lost control. In terms of, like, he thinks that he could rule the world and some stuff like that. And, like, Riksu was doing a lot of bad things. And there was this moment where Mob ran into Riksu. Where Mob was like, what is Riksu doing? Like, there was, like, this moment. And that shit was crazy. And I think that was like where Riksu and Mob kind of worked things out between them. Right?
Yeah.
Right. And then things led to another where he got caught, and then there was like this crazy moment that happened. And then during the time as he was trying to get out of that prison, or whatever that place was, he started to slowly but surely become a good guy. And then start to like really like his brother even more. And he has psychic powers now. And it was more like one of those things where, like, he was jealous, he did a lot of bad things, and he pretty much had a redemption. I think that's the best way I can describe it. He pretty much had like a redemption, but he got over it. I think they even apologized to the guys that got expelled and now they're back in, like just to get over it. And now Mob and Reach are like close as brothers now. Well, even though they are brothers.
Yeah, the whole thing brought them closer together.
Yeah. All right. Anything you got, Ag? I feel like I missed something, Richie, but alright.
I just want to say something. Ritsu, didn't they say at one point in the anime that Ritsu has more potential, than Mob? Like he might actually be more powerful.
Yeah, Dimple was saying that, but he hasn't awakened it or something like that.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll see, because that hasn't been, honestly, first two season has not been reviewed at all. But we will have to wait and see on that. Now the next question I have is so. Wait, actually, I think we should talk about the main bad guy actually first before I get to him. Alright, so the main bad guy, which is hinted at in season 1, but shows up in season 2. His name is Koichiro Suzuki, the boss, the big boss. So, you want to have a go at him?
Huh?
The big boss, the claw boss.
Oh yeah. What's his?
Toichiro Suzuki.
Suzuki. Right.
Alright, so you want to start off, or you want me to?
I feel like what I have to say about this one is, if I had to, like, I don't know. Do you think Suzuki was a compelling villain?
I think I would say he's okay.
I feel like the best thing I can say about him, he's not bad in any way, but the best thing that I can say about him is that he's okay. Like,
because the only thing he's got going for him is he's menacing, but like that's it. Like, he's menacing, but like the whole situation about like being evil isn't that personal to him. It's just that he just has the power, so you do it, and he doesn't have he doesn't have like a strong, clear motivation. Okay, right, he wants to take over the world, but there's gotta be a reason for why. There has to be something emotional to the reason why he wants to achieve that goal. Like, we have not seen that from him, unless I completely forgot that.
Nah, he doesn't have any motive or like.
But I will admit that he is thematically different from Mob, because they kept saying that she was just like Mob, who he was back in the day, and like he just went down the wrong path compared to Mob being surrounded by his friends and going down the right path, which was nice, because also his power is pretty much just like Mob's in terms of power, and that fight was insane. That fight was but
his powers are he could absorb anyone else's powers, right?
Yeah, Mob could do that too, but like he also had like his own percentage system, just like Mob. But it's different though.
Yep.
But like and also like we saw the dub version, so any of the sub eggers out there, I'm waiting. But like that guy is voiced by Escanor. Oh, I forgot. And I think he's also the voice actor of Gohan too. But Escanor, that guy's voice actor. Ooh. That was nice. That was nice. But that's all I really gotta say about him. Like, I would say that, like, honestly, I think his song is also on a similar way. I think he's a bit better. Because his song, wait, what's his name? That's his name. Sho Suzuki, that's his name.
His son is better. I like his son a lot.
Like, he was introduced as, like, someone who's, like, more powerful than Ritsu. But they're very powerful because Ritsu had to deal with his brother being way more powerful. Like, Sho has to deal with his father being way more powerful. And it showed that, like, Sho realizes that his father's doing wrong things and he wants to stop him. But he doesn't have the power to do it. Even, like, I think, like, there was, like, this one moment, though, I do want to highlight. Because this is, like, before we found out, like, what's really going on. But when Sho just came to the front door where Riksu was there, and he was like, "Hey," I was weak. I was like, dude, that shit was, whoa. That was like where things was gonna get for realsies. Like, it was insane. It was absolutely insane. Okay, you got anything on Sho?
No, I feel like you said it all.
Yeah, because again, there's not much on him. There's not really much on him. Okay, so since we talked about the Cloud people, let's talk about let's actually talk about the teleport guy, Ryo Shimazaki. Now, for me, I thought his power was cool. His voice actor was cool, but that's because it's what you never seen this anime, but it's the MC from Rise of the Nerd Clan. I forgot his name. Rikuo. Oh, Rikuo. That's the name. He was cool. I thought he was cool, but that's it. Like, from a character standpoint, I don't know. What about you?
He doesn't have a character. Like, he's not really a character, but he's just a really cool gimmick.
Yeah. But he was throwing hands though. He was like destroying everyone until mobbing.
Except Reagan.
Reagan was epic, bro. Okay. Then we also have the Umbrella dude that was part of the top 5, Katsuya Serizawa.
Oh, I actually like that guy a lot.
I think he's pretty good because he's kind of like Mob in a sense where he has psychic powers and he's a Shugen.
But he doesn't want to hurt people.
Yeah.
So he's afraid of his own power.
Right. And then the boss saved him in a sense, but it turns out the boss was using him. And then he didn't really realize it until it was like way late on, thanks to Mob. And then he turned out a new leaf, and now he's with Reagan. Now he works under Reagan. Let's bring that under be highlighted. Under Reagan. But yeah, he's pretty cool. I think he definitely has a better character than the other guys. Then the rest of the top 5 or wait. Do you have anything else on that guy?
I just want to mention at the end of the second season, right? He gets hired. He gets hired by the what is it? What is Reagan on? Is it an agency? Is that what he calls it?
Yeah, wasn't it called like a Spirits and such? I think it's like Spirits and such. I know that's part of it.
Yeah, Spirits. He gets hired at Spirits and such.
Right.
And then he gets his head shaved.
Right. And then Mom is like the senior psychic and he's a junior psychic.
He's like, make coffee or something. He's I've never made that before.
Yeah.
So I hope. I don't know when we're gonna get more, but I hope we do.
I hope so too. I do hope so as well. I definitely do.
But yeah, he was cool.
Yeah. And then the rest of the top 5, again, just like the teleport guy, they're just people, don't character. You got anything to say about them?
No.
Then we got the division. Then we got the division leaders. Again, they're just people. No one really cares. Now the scores, right? All the scores. So the scores, in terms of character, there wasn't really much to them, but eventually they joined Reagan's side. Because in the end of season 1, Reagan pretty much defeated every single one of them by himself. Yo, massive Reagan, yo.
Yeah.
Dude, that was so crazy. That was so crazy. But I think that's all we gotta say about them. What about you?
Yeah, I mean they each have interesting abilities.
All these guys have their own quirks here or there.
But not much character.
Yeah. If you compare them to Reagan and Mob, can't compare, man. Just can't compare. What else we got? Okay, then we got I think we can. Oh wait, I forgot about this guy. We need to talk about Teruki Hanazawa. You know, the blonde hair kid.
Oh yeah, he's actually pretty important.
Yeah. Alright, so you start this one off.
So I like Hanazawa because he starts out when I first met him, I actually thought he was gonna be the rival to Mob. Like,
Yeah, I think too.
When they had their first fight, I was like, okay, so we have someone that Mob's always he's gonna be like the Vegeta of the show, you know? Like, Mob's always gonna be better, but then, Hanazawa is gonna be like, always gonna try to challenge himself and try to get on Mob's level, and he kinda does that. He learns from Mob and tries to improve, but he also becomes he also very quickly becomes an ally, because up until when they get captured by the 7th Division, right?
Yeah.
Like, up until that point, it's like they're the only 2 psychics in the show, so like, or espers, so like they learn to rely on one another.
Right.
But yeah, and after their first fight, right, he gets his hair cut off.
Yo, that was funny.
So he wears a wig.
Yeah, and the Augsburg Mob was called the Shadow League, I believe. Was it? I believe so.
Oh yeah, the Shadow Leader. Oh.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Don't worry, we'll get to that. I'm saving that for later. You know what I'm talking about, but I'm saving that for later. Alright, so for me on Hanazawa, pretty much, like, here's the thing with Hanazawa, like, he's really cool, and they do use him a lot, and he does go through, like, a bit of character development, but that's really it. Like, I kind of wish we see more from him. He's like one of those guys that you really like having around, and he has a lot of screen time, but in terms of his character development, especially I would say in Season 2, really. I would say in Season 2. Season 1, he did develop a bit, but Season 2, like, I feel like he needs to develop more. Like, something needs to happen with him.
He gets pushed to the side, right?
Yeah. He's just there, and he's just there, and like he just like needed to just be. He's like there to be used, which is great because like it builds more characterization and chemistry. But now he's like at the point where he needs development. We could probably get that in Season 3, because again, Season 3 could completely change what I think about him. But right now, that's why I stand on him. And speaking, since we got off of Hanazawa, let's actually get to the Awakening Lab people. So, you know, like the 5 psychic dudes that are like technically on Mob's side, and like they're not really like strong, but like
like the twins, the pyrokinetic dude, the girl that can make predictions. Okay.
Yeah. So again, in terms of character, they're quirky. They're not really important.
There's not much there.
Yeah. That's pretty much all there is. There's not much there. Like, I have nothing really to say about them. I just brought them up because of Hanazawa. Because apparently Hanazawa, I think he taught them, right? Like, he was like a teacher to them.
Yeah.
So like that's like the only reason I brought them up. Oh wait, since you talk about Reagan, we gotta talk about the Sun Psychic Union. You know, like the scam people that scam Reagan? You know, the old dude that tricked Reagan to perform an extra.
Oh yeah, the one.
Yeah. So that entire group.
The one he kicked with his knee.
Yeah, dude, that guy, like again, in terms of character, there's nothing on him, but like the thing is that they're used to make Reagan to a better character. Like that's the whole purpose. And then with that, like, Reagan with that, what is it, that knee kick, that drop knee kick, what is it called? Dude, that was great. That was great. Oh wait, also I forgot. Okay, so one guy that we do have to talk about is Keiji Mogami. This is like the evil spirit psychic dude, right?
Oh yeah. This guy, the one that was inside the girl, right?
Yeah. Now this guy got some character, for sure. Like, if I recall correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, he was like a psychic and he was very famous back in the 20th century. But eventually his mom died because they couldn't pay bills or something. And like he realized how scummy the world is. So like he started to use his powers for bad things. And then I think eventually he died. And then like because he was just so powerful, his spirit is so powerful. And he tried to change Mob to make Mob like change the fact. Well, like, he has this whole thing because of Reagan where he shouldn't use his psychic powers on regular people, not for fights. And he was trying to change his mindset, but obviously Mob didn't change. And there was this crazy battle that happened, right, inside the girl's body. And like he went away somewhere, but like he was like saying that one day Mob would realize that you have to do it this way. Like that was like his whole thing. Like that was like his whole thing. Now, what about you? Do you have anything to add to that?
No, I hadn't really given much thought to him. Like what actually happens to him?
I think he gets captured by the dude that captures spirits, and then he gets released. And then he just leaves.
He's still out there, right?
Yeah, he's out there. Like from like a characterization and like just like what he is, he's definitely pretty solid because he helped Mob's character grow even more. So that's definitely something evil. But that's all I gotta say about him. Okay, now we got Ichi Misato, the reporter. Anything to say about her?
Sure.
You know the middle school reporter.
Oh yeah, the girl.
Yeah. Anything to say about them?
I mean, honestly, she's just there to move the plot along.
Yeah. Thanks, yeah.
She hangs at. Oh yeah, did we mention that Mob has his own religion?
Oh yeah, yeah. He has his own religion, and like they worship this man. But he doesn't know about that. Mob himself doesn't know about that. But yeah, he has his own religion. He pretty much built his own cult without doing anything.
And I
think it's because of the reporter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know about it.
This man has an army and he doesn't know about it, man. That's crazy. Alright, next up we got Tsubomi Takane, which is pretty much Mob's crush. Yeah. So like, again, it's so weird because you see her, oh, she's pretty, ha ha ha, and like they're supposed to be childhood friends, and Mob really likes her. And like, there's some moments where like she comes in, like there's like a moment like she came into Wiggins' office and like Mitsu was there and he was hiding because it's like, no, I can't be found. No, this cannot happen. But like, she has like no character. Like absolutely no character. It was.
And like, even though they've known each other since childhood, like you can't talk to her for some reason.
Yeah. You know, I feel like they pretty much hinted that Tsubomi does like Mob. Right? I believe so.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, so so that's all there is. I mean, maybe she'll get more in the later seasons. So right now, she's like barely there. But yeah. Okay, wait.
We talk about, you know what I want to talk about. Right?
I saved the best for last, man. The Body Improvement Club, yo, the Body Improvement Club. Okay, you start off.
The Body Improvement Club is the best.
Yo, they are savage, yo. Oh yeah.
They always come to Mob's rescue. They call him Shadow Leader.
Dude, these guys, the Body Improvement Club is like, they're like boys. They will be there for you. Like if you're in trouble, they will be there for you. Like there's like this moment where like I think like Mob was getting bullied, and then a couple of the people of the Body Improvement Club came in, like they're like backing off, and like the Body Improvement Club is walking. It's like, all right, so what are you doing messing with our boy, huh? And they're like just like, yo, that was good, dude. And then like the moment like the leader was protecting Mob from like one of the psychic dudes, like near the end of the season, it said like we all like, because they respect Mob because they know, I think they know that he has psychic powers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like they respect him that he's trying to win the like trying to be more active and stuff because like so like it was awesome. Like these guys like they're the best, bro. Like they're really honestly the best.
Don't they come in and help at the in the second season, right?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Dude,
And and then Dimple.
Oh yeah, he possessed him, right? He possessed him.
Yeah. And then they're like leader.
Yeah.
He's like, our leader's the best.
Dude, these guys like every time they come in, they're such a treat, bro. Like they're such a treat. Like these guys are cool, and I guess like the under them would be like the what is it, like telepathy club. Again, there's nothing really to them. Like there really isn't nothing really to them, but like they're there along with the body improvement club, so I just kind of just put them in. But like
at least they're friends with Mob.
Yeah, they're like the ones that are like friends with Mob. Yeah. But anything you want to add about the body improvement club?
Nah, they're great, man. I love them.
Every time they come in, your shit goes down. Like it's awesome. Alright, so that's everything on the characters. Now for the fights. What do you think about the fights, man?
The fights are beautiful, man. Especially that one fight.
Reagan's fight was, oh my lord, Reagan's fight.
Reagan's fight was great. Like, honestly, it was probably really great, but I just can't remember all the details because I was laughing the entire time.
Oh yeah, because like Reagan was like so. Because like one of the great things about Studio Bones is that all their action scenes, this also applies to My Hero, they're very dynamic. I think this show is like way more dynamic, right?
Even One Punch Man, the first season.
Yeah, like hey, Ring on, that was Madhouse.
Wait, really?
Yeah, One Punch Man season 1 was Madhouse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I forgot who gets up. Oh yeah, second season was what's it? I forgot. It's the same studio that does the Index series, but yeah, I haven't seen that. But it was very good. Like the fights and all that shit. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Anything you got?
I'm trying to remember that one. Wait, was it that fight? Oh yeah, it was that fight. You remember the shadow guy that we were just talking about? That possessed the girl, and then he made Mob like live in this reality.
That fight. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that fight. It was all dark and stuff. That fight was great.
That was a great fight. Also, like the Aang fight too was also great too. Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff, man. Next up we got art and animation. So like for me, the art is very interesting because like they try to emulate the what's his name, One Man, One Punch, like the author's name because it's the same author as One Punch Man. They emulate more of his.
That's why I got confused.
Yeah. They're emulating more of his art style because unlike One Punch Man where they got like another author to just redraw and redesign the characters, Mob Psycho didn't get that, but they were able to just like keep that style and do their own thing with it, which is really cool. And of course, animation was incredible. Like Studio Bones, I mean, come on, they're like amazing. But yeah, so alright. Now we're moving on to the verdict, the final verdict. I give it an 8.8 out of 10. I think it's very, very close. Like, very close to greatness. It just needs a little something. We could probably get that with season 3, but it just needs a little something to just break through and become greatness. So I'm giving it that fire category.
I think it has it. I'll go the 9 out of 10.
For me, I think it needs something. I think it just needs something, like a little something, like a little